Hello YouTubers, this is SHEM and here in front of me is a product from Chinese brand ZTE. This is the Nubia Z5 Mini. Unfortunately, the phone is not available in Europe or markets outside of China. I have been given a pleasure to review this phone, which proved to be very popular in its home market, and ZTE sold 10,000 units in the first 2 days after launch. The phone comes in a white box with Nubia logo, and your device is the first thing you see once you open it. I'm going to put it aside for a minute to show you the other box contents. Once you flip the divider in the box, you'll find the micro USB charging cable and a wall charger. Inside the small bag is the micro SIM to SIM adapter, and you can also find a second back cover with ZTE logo and an instructional manual in Chinese. There is no headset included. Now to the smartphone build and design. The phone is available in 4 colors, including light pink, light yellow, light blue and white. After removing the protective film on the front panel, you can see that the whole front is black with a characteristic red ring for the Nubia family around the home button. On the left hand side lies the volume rocker, and on the bottom is the micro USB charging port. On the bottom right hand side you can find a cutout needed to remove the back cover. Further up lies the camera shutter button as well as the power button above it. On the top right hand side of the device is the headphone jack. Moving on to the front, on the top is the speakerphone with a 5 megapixel camera on its left. Below lies the 4.7 inch high definition display covered with Corning Gorilla Glass and surrounded by a black plastic rim. Below the screen lies the red ring with home button and 2 red dots on either side pointing to the menu and back buttons. On the back of the phone is a 13 megapixel CMOS camera with autofocus and LED light. On the bottom of the back cover is the Nubia logo and speaker holes. The back of the phone is made of plastic. It's actually quite difficult to remove due to its rigidity. Once you get it off, on its reverse you'll see the NFC module. The phone has a micro SD card slot supporting cards up to 32 GB on the bottom left corner under the back cover. In the center of the bottom lies the speaker, and yes, there is only one, even though the cover has 2 holes. On the right side is a SIM card slot supporting the standard size. The phone comes with a non-removable battery. When it comes to the phone size, it's 65.7mm in width, 134.8mm in height, and its thickness is 10.3mm. It's heavy for its size with a mass of 160 grams. Overall, the build makes a good impression and all elements are well assembled. Its design resembles that of Motorola Moto G. When you put the phones side by side, you notice that they have the same black frame running around the display, very similar plastic used on the back cover, and identical buttons. When it comes to the spec sheet, the device is equipped with quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro clocked at 1.5 GHz, Adreno 320 graphics chip and 2 GB of RAM. It also has a built-in radio, Bluetooth 4.0 and NFC, and comes with 16 GB of onboard storage expandable by the SD card slot. The display in ZTE Nubia Z5 Mini has a resolution of 720 by 1280, which gives it a pixel density of 312 pixels per inch. It is an LCD display with IPS. The colors displayed are very vivid, and the screen is characterized high maximum brightness as well as excellent contrast levels and deep blacks. The viewing angles are also really good. The speaker on ZTE Nubia Z5 Mini is loud and produces pleasing sound for a mobile device. Its localization on the bottom back of the device did not cause accidental muffling whilst holding the device in horizontal position while watching movies or playing games. The phone currently runs on outdated Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. The software has a modified skin from ZTE. Unfortunately, Play Store is forbidden in China and thus it was not present in my review unit. The company did allow me to root and install Google Play Store on the device, and you'll find a link to the rooting guide in the video description. The Chinese software version comes with only 4 pre-installed languages, namely German, English, Spanish and Chinese. When it comes to the phone interface, you can quickly access the camera or set up widgets on the lock screen. To unlock the phone, you need to hold your finger on the lock icon. When you swipe from the top on home screen, you get to the notification menu with shortcuts on the bottom. You can sort them according to your liking. The phone also has a few widgets from ZTE, one of which is the clock widget with beautiful clock designs. There's also a nice wallpaper selection and a whole bunch of apps. The application list includes a file manager, calendar, music player, gallery, calculator, FM radio, note-taking app, an app to make backups, an NFC tag maker, wireless screen setup app, and a list of apps recommended for people in China. The phone has also got a built-in gesture control where you can set up auto dialing or auto answer when you move cell phone near to your ear, silencing the phone when you turn it over, changing songs to phone shaking, screen capture via pushing 3 fingers forward on the screen, or shaking to update info when scanning for devices. When it comes to the phone performance, in Antutu Benchmark it got 20,284, which puts it above Samsung Galaxy S3. I've tested the phone in a few demanding games such as Asphalt 8 and Modern Combat 4, and it runs smoothly without any frame drops. The built-in lithium-ion battery has a capacity of 2300 mAh, which means that the device should comfortably last you through a full day of moderate usage. Moving on to the camera in the device, the app has quite standard interface with front and back camera toggle, face detection, HDR mode and flash buttons on the left hand side when holding it in horizontal position. There are 3 different shooting modes. First is Auto, second is Pro, where you can adjust the exposure and focus by dragging the green box and the red circle that appear on the screen. The third shooting mode is called Fun, and here you'll find a large selection of scenes as well as a panorama, time-lapse and double exposure modes. The device can also record video in 1080p. When it comes to the quality of pictures taken with ZTE Nubia Z5 Mini's 13 megapixel camera, in good lighting they're stunning and have lots of detail. The low light shots are not so good and graininess is visible with naked eye. Lack of optical image stabilization for sure does not help here. The 5 megapixel front camera is perfect for taking selfies. Full HD video quality also leaves nothing to be desired. So a final few words about ZTE Nubia Z5 Mini. It is for sure a very interesting device. Its main strengths are a wonderful screen, nice software tweaks, and great front and back cameras. The main weaknesses are old version of Android and of course the fact that the Chinese software does not come with Play Store and too many languages pre-installed. Overall, the phone is a really good device and I hope that in the future ZTE will offer its newest Nubia devices in other markets. It's worth mentioning that the new Nubia Z5S Mini has already been released with an IGZO display and Snapdragon 600 CPU. I hope that you've enjoyed my review, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button under the video and subscribe to my channel for more content coming soon.